You're sitting in the power, you're setting the intention, you're calling in spirit, and still nothing. Maybe you have moments of connection, a feeling, a thought, but nothing seems to really land. If you're giving readings, you might be hearing more no's than yeses. If you're just starting to sense spirit, you might immediately wonder, is that even real? Or am I just making this up? You might constantly feel like you're doubting your connection. If that's you, stay right here, because I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on and give you the tools to fix it today. You are not cut off from spirit. You have not lost your ability. Every single person has this innate ability, and that includes you. That connection is always there, living inside you. So why does it feel like nothing's coming through? Because you're not at the vibration where you can receive what spirit is sending. That's it. That's all it comes down to. There are many reasons this can happen, and we'll get into that pronto. But know this, spirit is always transmitting. Spirit always shows up. Think of it like a radio. Spirit is broadcasting loud and clear on their frequency. And right now, your dial is just slightly off. We don't need a new radio. We just need to tune it. And there are 3 specific reasons why your vibration doesn't match spirit's. 3 blocks that are getting in the way. I'm going to walk you through every single one, and I'm giving you a real practical exercise for each one. Do these and your connection can open up. I've seen this work over and over again, and it can work for you. Block 1, limiting beliefs. This first block is your belief system, and it's sneaky because it runs so quietly in the background, you might not even know it's there. It sounds like this. I'm not worthy enough to receive this. I'm supposed to be sensing it like that person does. And it's not happening like that for me, so something must be wrong. Other people get clear messages. I'm not getting anything. I keep trying and nothing happens. Maybe this is just not for me. Sound familiar? Here's what you need to understand. Energy follows belief. If you believe that you can't connect, you are literally creating the experience of not connecting. Our beliefs become our thoughts, and our thoughts become our words. And how we believe, think, and speak about ourselves and our mediumship matters. Because our beliefs, thoughts, and words are dictating our very experience. Your limiting belief systems act as a wall between you and spirit. And spirit is on the other side of that wall, waiting. And here's where expectations come in, because they are quietly feeding every one of those beliefs. When you expect your connection to look like someone else's, or to arrive in a specific way, and it doesn't, your mind immediately decides that something must be wrong, that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. The expectation creates the standard, and when you don't meet it, that limiting belief gets louder. The good news? Walls can come down. Here's your exercise. Grab a journal and do this today, not tomorrow. Write out every single doubt, every thought, every story you carry about your mediumship and how it should work. The ones that say you're not good enough, or you're just making it up, or you should be receiving messages from spirit in this particular way. Get them all out on paper. Then, next to each one, write the opposite truth. Not a fake affirmation you don't believe, a real, grounded reframe. So instead of, I'm not worthy, you write, spirit is always reaching out to me. My job is to be open. Instead of, I'm not getting anything, you write, I am receiving and I'm learning to trust what I receive from spirit. Instead of, I don't have this ability, you write, this ability is innate in me. I am developing it. Block number 2, fear. The second block is fear, and this one shows up in more ways than people expect. There's the fear of getting it wrong. What if I say something that hurts someone? What if I misinterpret the message? What if I hear no? There's grief and the fear of not being able to hold it or get through it. If you're in the middle of a loss, that grief clouds the signal. And then there's one that I see all the time, the fear of losing the connection with a spirit during the reading. You get something, you start to receive, And then the panic sets in. Don't lose it, hold on, hold on. And the moment you grip that tightly, it feels like it's gone. And do you know what's underneath every single one of those fears? An expectation. The expectation that a real medium doesn't stumble, doesn't doubt, doesn't hear no. The expectation that if you were truly connected, it would just flow effortlessly, perfectly, every single time. And when it doesn't match that picture, fear rushes in to close the gap. Fear lowers your vibration to a frequency that spirit can't easily meet. When you're in anxiety, in panic, in grief, your energy contracts, and spirit needs you open, not contracted. The more you effort, the more you grasp, the more elusive communication from spirit becomes. The exercise. This one isn't a one-size-fits-all because fear shows up differently for different people. So I want you to pick the option that meets you where you are right now. If you're feeling anxious or wound up, move your body, shake it out, dance it out. Get the fear out of your physical body before you even try to connect. If you're feeling low or disconnected, do a rapid fire gratitude blast. Say 10 things out loud that you are genuinely grateful for. You cannot feel fear and genuine gratitude at the same time. If you're feeling sad, grieving, or emotionally heavy, close your eyes and bring to mind someone who you love unconditionally. See them smiling. Let that image fill your mind, feel your heart swell with love. Hold that. Let it expand throughout your body. Then, from that place, open to spirit. Love and fear cannot occupy the same space. 3 different roads, but they all lead to the same place. A higher vibration, an open heart, and a you that spirit can actually reach. Block 3, soul evolution. Now here's the one that surprises people most. Sometimes when you're not connecting, it's not that spirit is unavailable. It's that the connection you're being called to develop right now isn't with spirit in the way you're expecting. It's with yourself, your own spiritual self, your higher self. Stay with me. There are 2 kinds of development cycles. There's the development cycle you go through as a medium, where your skills shift and change and things can get cloudy for a while. But then there's the other kind, the one that's about you as a human being, the one where life is asking you to go inward, to tend to yourself, to grow through something. And in those moments, spirit isn't stepping back. Spirit is actually redirecting you towards your own soul. Because here's the thing, the most powerful mediums are the ones who have the deepest connection with themselves, with their own higher self, with that spiritual aspect of who they are. You cannot fully hold space for someone else's healing if you haven't tended to your own. So when you're going through a major transition, a struggle, a season of life that's asking everything of you, spirit may be saying, this is where the real work is right now. Not connecting to other spirits, connecting to you. This isn't punishment. This isn't a block in the way you might think. This is soul evolution. This is you getting what you came here for, what you came to Earth School for. And here's where expectations make this block way harder than it needs to be. Because if you're expecting to always be in a full state of open, flowing connection with spirit, then a development cycle is going to feel like failure. It's going to feel like you've lost something, like you've gone backward. But you haven't. You're not failing. You're being redirected. And the expectation that your connection should always look the same, feel the same, flow the same is the very thing that turns a sacred season of growth into a source of doubt and disconnection. And you cannot rush the season that you're in. Think about it this way. A tree doesn't grow fruit in the winter. But that doesn't mean that the tree has died or withered away. It's gathering. It's strengthening. It's preparing. And when spring comes, that tree produces more than it ever could have without the winter. That could be you right now. And here's where I want to lovingly hold you accountable just for a moment. If you look at your life and you notice the same challenges keep showing up, the same patterns keep repeating, and you are the common denominator, pay attention to that. Those repeating patterns are clues. They are your soul pointing at exactly what needs your attention right now. And they may be the very reason that you're feeling disconnected from spirit in this moment. The exercise. Sit quietly and ask yourself, what in my life is asking for my attention right now? Not your mediumship, you as a human, emotionally, physically, spiritually within yourself. Where do you need to tend to yourself? Where is your own higher self trying to get your attention? And are there any patterns in your life that keep repeating? Ones that might be pointing you toward the work that's really calling you right now? Because the work that's calling you right now is still the work of spirit, and it's still molding and shaping you into a next level medium, if you're willing to put the work in. Write down what comes up, then tend to it. Actually tend to it. Trust that your connection with spirit isn't gone, and that you don't need to have it perfectly sorted out before you feel that connection again. It's just waiting for you to come home to yourself first. When you do, when you come back to your practice, having made that decision to tend to you, your soul, you will find that connection stronger, clearer, and more accurate than it's been. Every single one of these blocks have something in common: expectations. The expectation that your connection should look like someone else's, that you'll never be affected by the fear of getting it wrong, that you should always be in full connection with spirit, no development cycles, no redirections, just constant flow. Spirit never set that standard for you. You did. So what's the quick fix? Release your expectations. Let go of how it's supposed to look. Let go of perfection, the form, the timing. Show up open with no agenda. And before you worry that releasing your expectations means lowering your standards, it's actually the opposite. This is when your connection to spirit deepens. This is when your confidence grows. This is when your accuracy improves, because you're no longer in your own way. Instead, release expectations and practice without grading yourself. Receive without editing. Trust without proof. Your connection is there. It always has been. You just have to get out of your own way long enough to sense it. You have everything you need to start shifting this today. If this landed for you, drop a comment below and tell me which block resonates most. I can't wait to hear from you. If you want to go deeper, check out this video next. And if you feel like you're ready for some next steps to connect to spirit, I have a free guide for you. It's called 3 Easy Exercises to Strengthen Your Clairs and Speak to Spirit, and the link is right below in this video description.